Hello and welcome to this new webinar on georeferencing an image in GeoAtlas. The agenda of today's webinar is to discuss the new georeferencing tool, to utilize this tool to georeference an image, and to add this georeferenced image to a map. For today's webinar, I've already set up GeoAtlas, so we can start from here. As you can see that I have two layers that are already added to my GeoAtlas. One is the well spots layer and the other is the power grid. I've already saved these layers as a map, and I've called my map GeoReference in order to avoid any confusion. The reason that I saved my map is because in order to georeference an image, the first mandatory step is that you save your map. If you don't save your map, once you start utilizing the tool, as soon as you select it, the first error that will pop up for you is the tool asking you to save your map. So I've already saved my map, so we won't run across any issues while working with the georeferencing tool. So where exactly is this new tool? It can be accessed from this toolbar here by clicking on Tools and then clicking on Georeferencing right here. As soon as I click it, it's going to open up the georeferencing tool window for me, and it will have the same name as the map. The map I saved has the name GeoReference, and this also has the name GeoReference. This window has its own toolbar, has its own icon. The first icon is to add an image. The second one is to add control points, and we have the options to zoom in, zoom out, pan to go to full extent as well. In order to start working with the georeferencing tool, we'll first need to add an image here. An image that is not georeferenced. I took an image from an open street view, an image that matches the area of my project. I'm going to add that image to my tool, georeferencing tool here. The new tool, it supports around 30 types of image formats. The most popular ones are all supported here. So hopefully you'll have no problems when you are working with any type of image. So this is my image. Again, I named it GeoReference. This is what it looks like. In order to start georeferencing an image, what you need to do is you need to figure out control points. I'll be using wells as my control points, since I have wells on my image and I have wells on my map in GeoAtlas. You can use any data as your control points if it is visible to you on your image and on the map here, or if you're sure about the locations. So I'll start with my wells. Typically 3 to 4 wells or 3 to 4 control points are enough in order to georeference an image. But if I want to add more to increase the precision, that's totally up to you. So I'll just click on this add control points option right here, and I will add my first control points by selecting this. As soon as I clicked on the add control points option, my cursor turned into a crossbow plus sign. So I'll select it here, then I'll come and I'll select the same point from my map in GeoAtlas. Then I'll go and I will select the second point. It's not mandatory to go into clockwise or into anti-clockwise direction. There are no such rules. You just need to add control points. So I've added 2 control points so far. I'm going to add 3. And like I previously said, it is important that you add 3 control points, but if you add more, it will increase the precision. So I'm going to add 4 control points to make sure that my image overlies my map very correctly. So now I have 4 control points added. The details of my control points is right here in this dialog box. Here. Now below here I have these options that says georeference image, import georeferenced image in GeoAtlas, and crop georeferenced image to control points. If you have a larger image and you only want to bring your image to the edges of your control points, you can just use this option. If I uncheck this option, it will bring in the entire image. I'll leave it checked here. This option here that says import georeferenced image into GeoAtlas, if I leave this checked, it will automatically add my georeferenced image to my map. If I uncheck it, I'll have to import it going forward in the future. So you can georeference your image using the georeferencing tool and not add it to your map. You can just save it if you just want to save it for a different purpose. Okay, so I'm going to leave both of these checked and I'm going to click on this georeferencing image option, which will basically save my image for me. It will save this image file in the same format as your raw file. My ungeoreferenced image was in .png, so this one is also going to save as a PNG. So I'm going to name this as GeoReferenced image, and I'm going to click save here. Once done, it asks me, it will show the dialog box that will ask me to add the image to your map. Now this is showing me the extent of the image, and it is also giving me the spatial references of the image. I cannot change the coordinate system, and I will click on finish, and it will be added to my map. In order to make sure that this image was georeferenced correctly, I'm going to click on this layer display attributes option, and I'm going to expand this, click on georeferenced image, increase the transparency, click preview, and then click OK. Now if you see my wells on the well spots layer and my wells of the image, they overlay each other, which means that I have georeferenced my image pretty accurately. If you want to increase the accuracy, all you can do is just add more control points. I'll just quickly go and set the transparency back and then click OK. So this is how you can use the new georeferencing tool in GeoAtlas. Previously, what we had the option of adding the georeferenced image to GeoAtlas, but we didn't have the option of georeferencing it. Now we do. This is all from today's webinar. Thank you.